Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about this topic, property rental income versus dividend income. Have you ever wondered how does it compare against? If you have, this video is for you. Okay, if this is your first time here, look for the subscription button at the bottom. We'll be launching videos every week, so stay tuned. Without further ado, let me go through the 4 key points of how dividend income is different from property rental income. The first point is that for property rental income, inflows and outflows always feel a bit bigger. Imagine if you have $300,000 and if you buy into a portfolio of stocks and funds, what it will give you is possibly $1,000 each month in terms of dividend income. However, with leverage, you can actually buy a $1 million property, and that possibly can give you a $3,000 per month property rental income. So with that, it actually feels the inflows feel a lot bigger. But what about the outflows? You know, I had this friend who had actually a landed property. He had 3 investment properties. So his outflows were about $18,000 a month. That huge. So what were the outflows? They were to mortgage repayments, maintenance charges to the private condos, as well as property taxes, that much. So in comparison, a portfolio of financial assets in funds and stocks, there will only be inflows typically. So this is the first key difference. The second difference is that dividend income from portfolios can fluctuate a bit here and there, but property rental incomes can actually be zero on some months. You know, my experience, I was renting out my HDB flat, and although I managed to find a tenant that's close to back, there were a couple of weeks whereby the tenant moved out and an incoming one is awaiting to come in, and there was a gap in terms of the rental income. My sister's unit was rented out only after 3 months, and that was after repeatedly lowering the rental asking price. So when it comes to rental income, the amounts can become zero on certain months because there's just no tenants that will take up the property. And for certain competitive segments, there can be even very lengthy periods whereby rental income is actually zero. So this is a second key difference when it comes to rental income versus dividend income from portfolios. Now the third part is actually property rental income can be impacted by permanent changes. There are 2 things that came to my mind. The first one to share with you is actually mortgage costs. So if you look at the links below, I actually had a blog post on OCBC raising my own mortgage interest payments, and that increment actually cost me $300 more per month. The second thing, if you're new to property investment, is actually a sinking fund in a condominium. So what is this sinking fund about? A sinking fund is costs that each resident sets aside for major changes and upgrades to the private place. So this cost actually can be a few $100s each month, but it eats into your net property rental income. Comparing that to dividend income, whereby it's purely market forces or company forces, these two actually sees very different dynamics, and one, property rental income, actually can see permanent changes to the net amount you get. The fourth point is that property rental income actually needs a lot of work. If you're new to property investment, you may not know of the work that goes behind the scenes. It always seems very rosy to receive $3,000 a month in rental income. But to secure the tenant, there is a lot of work involved. To hire an agent, there's a lot of work involved. And as you chat about with property investors, they'll tell you about tenant complaints, bad tenants, etc. that will cause headaches to a property investor. So comparing this to a portfolio investor, someone who invests in the stocks and funds, that is really more passive than even a property investor, because everything is done on a portfolio basis, everything is done on a computer. So that's the 4 key points that I have for you today. If you like this video, again, subscribe at the button below. I'll see you in a future video. Take care and goodbye.